is currently a woman on Threads right now who went to her very first protest and is wondering how she can organize for there to be a bounce castle so that the kids wouldn't be bored. I'm not fucking kidding. Dead serious. Here's the post. Thoughts from my first protest. 1. My kid was bored. I don't think it would be too hard to arrange a bouncy castle or something at a protest. Number 2, people laughed at my sign, so I made some friends, and that was nice. Okay. Number 3, I don't know. There should be more singing. Overall, 8 out of 10 would do it again. Black women said, I'm gonna sit this shit out. And she went to a protest and said, you know what would be great at a protest? A bounce house. That's fucking nuts. And of course, as you can see, at least 1.6 thousand people are in her comments saying, hey babe, this is fucking nuts. A protest where people that look like me have been in the streets and they have been hit with rubber bullets, which is not like, you know, them little pellets or something at like paintball. Actual big ass rubber fucking bullet. People have actually been K-worded. And you're saying, why is there not a bounce house? So you would think after the public dragging that she would see the error of her ways and say, hey, my bad, I'm sorry. Wrong! Today I got very confused because a lot of strangers on the internet implied that I was in some way uninformed or ignorant about what a protest is and what it's supposed to be. And that a protest and a rally are totally different. And I was like, wait, what is a protest? So I Googled it. From Google and Wikipedia, turns out a protest is in fact a gathering of people and can take many forms, including rallies. She is willing to die on the hill that a protest should have a bounce house. Hours later, she's like, me to the internet, I'm going on my first protest and I'm nervous. The internet, we got you, we can do this, thanks for showing up. 3 hours later, me to the internet, I went to my first protest and I think it was great, but it'd be awesome if we were more inclusive of children and families. The internet, are you crazy? Protests are not supposed to be fun. Why don't you organize your own protest next time? You don't understand anything. She is willing to die on this hill, and of course, she is the victim. So this person commenting didn't realize that she was talking to the same person, because she's like, I even saw one person wonder why there wasn't a bounce house. Bullets, that's why. And then she said, hi, I was the bouncy house person. My college library was the site of a mass bleep bleep where a student was paralyzed. And my yoga studio was the site of a mass boop boop where 2 people died. Nowhere is safe. Why not bring joy where we can? So the joy is your child being trapped in an inflatable bounce house while there are rubber bullets going through. Like, my God. Even white women are like, yo, this is fucking nuts. This is fucking nuts. Y'all need to come collect your people because this is fucking insane. This is fucking nuts, actually.
There has been a woman whose post has been circulating about the protests today, the hands-off protests, and about how, you know, it was her first one and she wishes there might have been a bouncy house or something for the kids, and she rated it 8 out of 10. There's also somebody else whose post has been floating about, she's since deleted it, but basically talking about the advice that she's been given about not taking pictures and videos at protests, and her responding like, I'm going to do this. I'm allowed to do this. I have some thoughts about that. The first thing is, if we think about the people that have been so firm in wanting to document this, document and share this protest, that's important to think about, the document and share the protest. For people that have been so insistent on being able to do that, there's a characteristic of white supremacy that is the right to comfort. It is the right to feel comfortable in any situation that you're in, regardless of what's going on, regardless of how anybody else is impacted. You want to feel comfortable in that. So when we have 2 white women that are at a protest that is about what's going wrong in this country, meaning it's affecting everyone, not just white women, and more so people of color. But white women want to have things to make that protest feel comfortable and do what they want to do. That's a right to comfort. That's a characteristic of white supremacy, which almost makes it ironic that you're out there protesting today. Beyond that, I want people to really pay attention to the state of the country that we're in right now. We are in a surveillance state. People are being kidnapped and disappeared for something they might post online, something they might have said in the office. People's social media is being checked when they come back in the country. We are being watched. We're being watched right now because a person in office has such a problem with people not liking him, people not agreeing with him, people daring to speak out against him, that he is having people removed off the street. So when we say don't document this, it is not because we don't want the word to be out there that there's protests happening. It's because we care about the safety of the people that are involved. That's what that's about. If you're protesting, if your goal or your motivation for protesting is so that you feel better about yourself as a person, stay at home. Stay at home. It's self-serving, it's self-centering, and it means that you're going to act in a way that makes you feel good, that makes you feel better. That means that you're not acting in a way that keeps other people around you safe, that you're not acting in a way that really shows that you want something to change. You just want, again, to feel better about yourself. And that is a centering and individualistic goal to have for protesting. Now that I've said all that, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Show up how you want to show up. Anytime I give suggestions or my thought, it is not saying do this or don't do that. You're grown. Y'all are grown. Do what you want to do. But understand that when you do what you want to do, you're likely going to receive some feedback on that. And if you don't want the feedback, two things. Either don't do the thing or don't share it with us.